I try, guys. I really do. I try to give Bronny the benefit of the doubt, and I've tried doing that the past couple of weeks, but I'm done doing it. After seeing what happened tonight, there's no more excuses. I don't want to hear the, oh, he's young and there's a lot of pressure, and I don't want to hear the knee and the injury excuse, because if he wasn't healthy, he wouldn't be playing. Every single time I talk about Bronny, I say the same thing. I say he's a great player, and we know he's great and he has a lot of potential, but we haven't seen it. From this point on, until he proves that he can be great, I'm not going to say it. The reason I'm done giving him excuses, and I really can't believe I even did it in the first place, is because I don't give any other player the same ones. And not just me, but you guys too. No other hooper gets as many passes as Bronny has gotten. I believe it's time to hold him accountable, whether you're a fan or not. And I want to make this clear before I say anything. I love Bronny, and he's a great and humble kid, and he's one of the best role models out there. Even though he is young, he's still a role model to a lot of people, and that's a good thing. But I don't sugarcoat anything. Just because Bronny has a lot of fans, that doesn't make him an exception to my rules. If you don't play good, you're not going to get praised, well, at least for me. Some of you probably know what's going on, but the other half are probably confused, so let's get into what we're about to talk about. Strive for Greatness, which is Bronny's team, they had a game tonight, and I knew they played, and I told myself I wasn't going to make a video. I kind of figured it wasn't going to be a big deal. Bronny was going to have a good performance, and that's all there was to it. There's been a lot of controversial things going on with Bronny and his performances as of recent, so I thought there was no way we'd even make a video tonight, but I was wrong. Yet again, we have another controversial performance, not just from Bronny, but another player. In this game that was being hyped up, they played against Bronny's old and pretty famous teammate known as Gabe. Cups is in the same class of Bronny, 2023, and he is looked at as a 4-star recruit. And in this game, it went down to the wire. We'll touch on that in just a second, but Gabe Cups had 26 points and hit 6 threes. Clap it up and give credit where credit is due. What a performance. I want you to really think about this. If you switched the roles and Bronny had that performance, the internet would have broke tonight. I want you to think about that and keep the same energy. So why is Gabe Cups not getting praised like Bronny would have? When Bronny plays great, and I don't even know the last time he scored over 20 points, but even if he has 14 points, people go crazy and say he's the next big thing. And then if he has a bad game, it's, oh, well, he's injured and he's got a lot of pressure and blah, 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 blah. As Bronny fans, I'm talking to you, when are you going to hold your guy accountable? This game has also just been uploaded to Balls Live, so they're good at what they do. If you want to see it and watch all the highlights, you can go check it out for yourself. All you need to really know about this game is that it wasn't your typical anticipated matchup of AAU basketball. It wasn't even intense at all. It was almost like a park game and a park exhibition because they had a guy on the mic the entire game. And what I mean by that is you can go check it out. But there was a guy commentating the play-by-play action. There was absolutely barely any to zero defense at all. Nobody was trying on the defensive side. If you don't believe me, the final score to the game was 99-97. And you can go watch the Balls Live video, and they have Bronny in the title just like most of the videos, but the problem with that is that Bronny's barely even in the video. And the reason for that is because there's not that many Bronny highlights, and he didn't do that much. In this high-scoring affair, 99-97, he only had 7 points. I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say, but I think we need to have a reality check with Bronny. I think we need to take a step back. I don't know, let me know in the comment section. Maybe we're expecting too much. Maybe he's not as great as we think he can be, and I'm victim of this because I thought he had potential to be maybe one of the best 2 to 3 players in the country. I've been on the Bronny hype train and I've been off it. It's hard to pick a side because sometimes he looks good and sometimes he doesn't, but more times than not, he doesn't look that good. You can't tell me that if you didn't know who LeBron's son was and you watched the highlights or you was at the game, you could pick him out. He's looking like an average basketball player out there. He's not looking like LeBron James's son. Don't be biased at all. There's no way, and just go watch the highlights. There's no way at all if you watch the highlights You would think Bronny's even one of the top 5 players on the court, and maybe he's not even top 7 or 8. This was supposed to be a highly anticipated one-on-one matchup between Gabe Cupps and Bronny James, but it wasn't even anything like that because Gabe destroyed him and thunderclapped him. Let me put it more into perspective. Gabe was playing like what we expect Bronny to play like. There's no other way to put this, and this is one of the worst things you can say about a hooper, but Bronny continues to disappoint every single game. 7 points. I'm going to emphasize that a lot because this was a game that 100 points were scored in, and you're telling me the son of LeBron, what some of you think the best player in his class, could only pitch in 7 points? I could go out there and do that. Bronny has more highlights in his warm-ups where he's doing all these crazy dunks than he does in the game. I've said it before about him and I'm going to say it again. I think his biggest downfall and what probably will hold him back the most is he doesn't have that dog-like mentality. He's not a killer. I think he's too nice, and that's why I think it's almost better to be cocky than humble. Maybe that's because he's been handed everything in life. I don't know, but he needs to be more aggressive. The reality about this is that every single game he goes out there since his injury, he's been outplayed. You can say this is a hot take or whatever, but Gabe Cupps is playing better than Bronny, and he's been playing better than Bronny. There is some good things to take away from this game, and one thing that made me somewhat happy about his performance. It was 99-97, there was roughly 5 seconds left, and Bronny did take the game-winning 3. He missed it, but who cares? I'm happy he took the game-winning shot. It doesn't matter, he was aggressive. I feel like it's almost embarrassing that we got to take a moral victory when we're talking about Bronny because you guys would be killing Mikey Williams if he missed the game winner. You see what I'm saying? With Bronny, the conversation is, oh, I'm just happy he took the game winner. Maybe he'll hit the next one. If Mikey Williams misses the game winner, it's, oh, he's trash, blah, 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 blah. It was very cool to see his dad there and almost experience a game winner that he hit. And I do want to give LeBron credit. He gets a lot of hate for trying to be too involved in his kid's life, but there's a lot of kids that wish their dad would be involved like he is. LeBron gets so much hate for just going to Bronny's game and having a good time, and I'll never understand it. Everyone tries to criticize LeBron and say he's taking away the attention from Bronny. I don't see it that way, but everybody has their own perspective and opinion. But there is one clip going around where Bron was trying to show him a move and talk to him at halftime, and Bronny looked very disinterested and like he didn't want to be there or listen. That's going to get blown out of proportion. We've all felt that way before with some family member. Notice how I'm not talking about the game-winning shot too much because I don't care. Even if he did hit that, he would have only finished with 10 points. The biggest takeaway from tonight is that I think we need to reassess and look differently at Bronny because I don't think he's going to be that good after all. I don't see it, at least for now, and try to look at it from this standpoint. Look at it as if he wasn't LeBron's son. Would he still be known and getting all this hype? I don't think so. And then too, the biggest takeaway from this game was that if you don't know who Gabe Cupps is, get used to it because the kid can hoop. I ain't even got to say it. I already know you guys are going to drop your thoughts down below. But with all that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is also a double upload, so leave a like for the double upload. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.